the struggle. Long time had a hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had a hustle. I'm glad we made it through.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Yes, we're back for another half of Tea Time with Laura. And we have the cast members and the director, Mr. Terrence Spivey. I got to get his autograph next time I see him.
Oh no!
Okay.
I think you should get the cast autographs too, because they're the ones that
Oh,
the other two
I want
stars.
Everybody's autograph.
I mean, they brought a piece up that was never. I mean, we're talking about a play, the first time a play is done about the ancestors on the ship. First time. It could have been a theater somewhere throughout the country commissioned, professional theater. But we had actual people, natives of Mobile, Alabama, playing these roles.
Oh wow!
Yes. So unique. This is unique. As one of them mentioned the fact of them performing there in the school, and the emotional content I mentioned earlier they had and the commitment they had, it's just, I like to say, just pull things out of them, but they were committed. They were coming in and committed. That was the big difference. Because I always believe professionalism is not just about union. So I lived in New York for a long time, right? And I became union. I was equity. When I walked out that door, let me pinch myself. Ouch. Okay, I still hurt. There's no difference between union and non-union, So I still had to go out and audition and get a part. Yeah. So I believe professionalism is also your commitment. It's not about the label of a union, and it's also when you're getting paid. Because I learned in New York, even though I wasn't equity at the time, I did a play at the Sanford Meisner Theater, named after the great theater teacher like Lee Strasberg, and they gave us tokens. They knew the amount of time we had came in the rehearsals to and fro, and after the play was over, they had a bag of tokens to each one of us. Yeah. The number of times you came, and that was worth money, right? This money we didn't have to spend. And then we got $25 off Broadway showcase, $25. But guess what? That man said, you're professional now. I thought you said, no, you got paid. You're professional. Union takes you another level, and it gets you access to agents and casting directors, because they want to make sure they've seen you out there of your union. Because they're unionized agencies, casting directors, So that's the way I look at it. And that's the way surprisingly, New York, they look at it that way too. Whether you're off Broadway, on Broadway, it doesn't matter.
Wow. Acting is a whole new different beast by itself. I tell you.
Yes.
It really is. Do you find it to be, like I would say in the cinema life, cutthroatish? I mean, is everybody trying to, cut each other's throat to get on top?
Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
I experienced it, but I let the actors. I've experienced it as an actor. I was in the business long enough to see that. Yeah, really. But there's also the good people too. I think as long as you keep yourself whole and know who you are, and keep yourself within the universe, the right people will just rotate around you. You have that gravitational pull. They have the right people to come around you. You'll know. They'll know.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to ask our stage manager a question. So you remember for the awards, Sister Carter went up there and got her Oscar for the best dressed costumes.
I do.
So yes. So as stage manager, what is your role exactly? What do you do as stage manager?
Well, I would say this. I think I look at the stage manager as the school mom. She keeps everybody and everything, moving along. I'm over the rehearsals. I also give cues during the performance. I track of everything. And I have come to realize that it is a 24/7 job, and I'm still
Yeah.
and I am first point of contact for the cast. And even last year, I did wardrobe.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that I'm involved with. I'm like Terrence's right hand. So yeah, so there's a lot. I don't.
Amazing.
I think we'll be talking a long time if I every little thing.
Well, then there's kudos to you too, then, my sister. We have to give her an award too. Terrence, that's what you should do next, is have an award ceremony.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, we're growing with it. This past year, we gave it to the descendants, and it's gonna gradually. We're gonna even have some Razzie awards too.
Oh yeah.
No, just kidding. No, we won't have that. But yeah, let me just go back to the stage manager. That stage manager is the one. You know, stage managers are known. When the director walk away, we only did 2 performances. But you know, normally at Caramel House, you know, Laura, you've been there many times. You see me like in the lobby or something, and the show is running. I'll go and watch, but the stage manager's running it, and they're the ones in charge. If you're a guest director, like I was when I first got to Cleveland in 2003. I was a guest director. I directed the play. It opened. I was there that first week, and I left Sunday. That first week of Sunday was my last day. They flew me back to New York because the stage manager is the one that runs it now. They're the engineer that runs the train, and they watch everything. Nothing changed. No blocking. No costumes. Because people would try that in some productions of out there now. They'll change shoes. They don't like what the costumer gave them, and if there's a problem, the costumer is going to go to the stage manager. And the costumer is going to say, hey, stage manager, and the stage manager is going to say, this is what the costumer and the director agreed to. Right. You have to keep those shoes on. There's some blocking messed up. You know, sometimes they'll keep notes on that. You know, especially if you're running 16 performances or running a year, you know. And I tell you, those who will be watching this later, backstage, people behind the scenes get paid. They do get paid. Stage managers, production, they get paid. I can imagine how much they get paid now, Broadway and off Broadway. I remember when I was in the Equity Building on 46th Street in New York, I used to have the call sheets on the bulletin, and they would break down the cast of principals they're looking for. They have the stage manager. They even have the fee. I mean, we're talking about, they were like $800-900 a week. I can imagine now. We're talking about off Broadway. So I can imagine now. You talk about union houses, Broadway. Yeah. No, the show cannot run without them. They're the ones that have the notes, you know. And it was a good thing, one rehearsal, that we saw the importance of a stage manager when Courtney wasn't able to make it one day, and she had to master cue book. She had to master cue book. And I was glad that happened, so people could see the importance of the stage manager. Yes. Now there you go. Proof's in the pudding. Yeah, the cues without the stage manager.
They had to call me on FaceTime.
Yeah, so I knew some things here, but I didn't want to go all the way and do something because she'll come back and say, Terrence, you had somebody over here, not there. So we had to wait. Right. So they're the important part, and also they're the most the stage manager here in Cleveland who I work with, Jerry Harris. I think you know her. She says that the stage manager is the most hated, not the director. Wow. Because it's zero tolerance. That's right. Absolutely. Zero tolerance. Well, thank you for that. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna call you Elmer's Glue. Okay. That's right, Elmer's Glue. That's right. And I want to talk to Kunta. Where's Kunta at? There you go. Can you impromptu me real quick 5 seconds of a little bit about Kunta in your character?
You want me to speak in my character?
Yep.
Oh. It's just basically grunts and growls, isn't it?
Kunta and Yoria. Kunta, what of Yoruba tribe? No one can the village without Kunta permission.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that. That was good. What about
Thank
you, Karen? Give me a little bit of thank you, Kunta. Give me a little bit of Zora.
There stands a bluebird, fa la la la. There stands a bluebird, fa la la la. There stands a bluebird, fa la la la. Give me sugar, coffee, and tea.
All right.
Oh, okay. I like it. Ratchy, are you there? Warrior, did you have a little speaking part? I know you did have something.
Right.
Rachel.
It's right there.
Rachie. I'm sorry, Rachie. Can you give me a little impromptu?
Okay, yeah. Well, as Matilda, I'll do as Matilda.
Okay.
I walked 17 miles to Selma to get my reparations from being taken away from my home, Africa. I had proof right here that I was from Africa. That white man told me, "Oh, you niggas from Africa, you ain't no different, wench."
Mercy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
excellent. Thank you, Rachie. Thank you. That's powerful stuff, girl.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And one more, I got something for Raquel. Hit me, girl. Give me a little bit of your character.
I was kidnapped when I was a little girl. I walked down the trail my mama told me not to go down, and I was caught. That's what I get for not listening to mama. I learned that lesson, and I passed it down to my kids and my grandkids. I taught obedience, because if I had never gone down that path, my God, my parents, my family, they never saw me again.
Ooh. Woo. Snap. Love it. Thank you. Oh, wow. Powerful. Miss Nikki,
Yeah.
you there? Hit me, Nikki.
I'm gonna say Fela Sela.
Okay.
I'll take it. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Did I miss out
Basically
anybody?
telling Owiti to leave him alone.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
BT beat me up several times in rehearsal.
Okay.
You know, Laura, it's interesting throughout the play, the first time we did the production and this time around, you know, normally we do plays or, we have to be really serious and not laugh a lot. Let's get serious. But this is one that we had to have fun in between because it's so emotional and spiritual, but it's very heavy, and we knew, we were working on something important. We just had to come back to who we are, and before we go back to the ancestors. So we had to have some fun in between, we had to stop it sometime, when somebody would do something, we had to, normally I would during rehearsals, people would know here, like, let's stop it. But I didn't do it as much this time around because this is a different production than any other production I've worked on. Well, it reminds me of when I did the Tamir Rice play, because the people lived in Cleveland. They knew this incident happened in Cleveland, and they knew it was personal. It was very personal. And that's what I got from the people, the actors there. It was very personal. And they knew they knew the descendants too. So it was very personalized. So we had to have some breaks in between for some fun.
Okay.
Because it's
Awesome.
traumatic. It's traumatic
Right,
too.
right.
So,
I got you.
yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break, last break there. And when we come back, we're going to get deep down into the ocean in my bones and the cast. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. And also, don't forget, subscribe, like, and share to this page. We'll be right back.
Well, I've always felt that rivalries are what get you up in the morning.
And it's either you're going to win and advance and go on to win a state championship, or you're going to lose and go home and watch them go on and win a state championship.
Earl Franklin was a beast.
Come from two different backgrounds, which was great. I'm black, of course. He was white.
He was one of the ones we prepared for.
They always had all these super athletes. You know, we were just the men of Moeller.
It was Princeton, you know, the city school that would dare face one of the GCL powerhouses. We were the public school and they were the private school.
The thing I like best about Carolina is that when we ride and share our stories going up and down 75.
It's a long drive down there. There were records set.
We're driving cars on the Mars tonight.
If we heard he was coming, we would go get as much money as we could.
Two guys just trying to get home, enjoying each other, having fun.
We just hit it off as friends.
Because we threw all that stuff out the window when we hung out.
And it's probably been 10 years, so I haven't seen him in a while.
But my understanding that with prostate cancer, if it runs in, you know, family, so if, you know, God forbid you have it.
They came back with prostate cancer. I didn't even know I had prostate cancer, man.
I mean, your head immediately goes, oh my gosh, why? Because you want to go to all the negative stuff, I think, because then we're not surprised. But if you sit in that world, you're miserable.
I was still working out. I'm a 5 a.m. workout guy.
You know, when he goes in for this biopsy, there's no reason to panic.
My dad is like the strongest person I know.
We will laugh at everything because that's who we are.
You know the old saying, pray before you get a finger up your butt.
When you got a friend, you just got a friend.
The tests for cancer came back.
Well, we increased his life insurance policy, so whatever happens is good. We are good. No.
Okay, we're back. We're back with another episode of Tea Time with Laura and the cast from Ocean in My Bones, and the director himself, Terrence Spivey, is in the house, people. And boy, this has been amazing. Terrence, I have to see the play. Got to see it play. I want to be on the front row of the seat there.
Yes.
So please make that happen.
It can happen, you know. I mean, some people made it. You know, Victoria Trotter. You know, she definitely travels a lot, and she made it there. This past February. It was a joy to see her, and she brought her brother from Atlanta Saturday, and then they stayed overnight and called a friend of theirs in Atlanta, say, you got to drive up here and see this play. So it's really been getting a lot of attention. And it's something in the works. And, you know, I can't say, you know, target, but I can't say who it is right now, but there's some people here that's interested in bringing it here.
Oh, yeah.
And the cast. Because I told them it's got to be the cast from Mobile, nobody else. Unless some others can't make it at that particular time, you know, we can always fit other actors I know that can jump in, like Skip Chorus and Rodney Freeman, who both from Cleveland. Rodney, though, came from Virginia. Skip came from Savannah, but they came in and played the parts. But it's something in the works.
Yeah.
That is probably looks promising, hopefully. You know, I have a meeting with some people, and they want to bring it here to Cleveland.
Okay. Well, hurry up, because I want to see it here too.
And I mean, at the same time, so you know, I'm sure we'll be doing it again in February, and some more people, I'm sure, going to be coming from all over Cleveland to see it and other places. But you know, we're looking to bring it here too.
Well, I like how this is history in the making.
Yes.
And you tying it together, all together with activism.
Yes.
Because you're truly an activism person, indeed.
Yeah. And
even
as
with
I
all
mentioned
the plays
to you
do,
before,
you know.
an anthropologist too.
An anthropologist.
Anthropologist. Yes.
Okay. And break down what is that?
Like an anthropologist, we do our research as well. And we bring it to life, and you know, yes.
Yeah.
And we want to help to preserve.
Yeah. And that's a passion you have to have for something like that. You really do. You definitely have it in your spirit and in your bones.
Yes.
So we appreciate that, because no one else is doing it, you know.
Well, you know, back in the 70s, you know, some of the plays are a little dated, some are not, but they're during the Black Power movement. You know, a lot of works, you know, you could go back and look at them, but you could see that there was reflections of what was happening then. So they're preserved works. The words are there. Some may be dated, some not. But you could tell, like when they mention a president or a congressman, and some people I never even heard of. But it's like going into the library when you're reading these plays, like going to the library, right? And you're seeing all these different historical names and streets and stories that may not even exist anymore. So I think it's important for theater, particularly Black theater, for us to continue on, because as I spoke to someone yesterday from Color of Change, they have a newsletter coming out soon, and they interviewed me for this newsletter and about the play, about the right wing and that kind of thing. I feel that the more Black theater we have, the less censorship we will have too. Nothing against the mainstream theaters, but some mainstream theaters across the country, some people know how I feel about this. You have a good work coming through of color, but some things going to be taken out. And I can understand, because they have a subscription of most of their people.
Right.
So they don't feel like they're being hit over the head. That didacticism of theater hitting them over the head. You know, so it's important for us to do more Black theater, you know, and that's a way of preserving our history.
There you go. And we have to tell the story. You're a well-known storyteller.
Yes.
And you have to keep it going. You have to, for the next generations, even to come after you're long gone, your stories will be going. So we have to do that. We have to do that.
Yes,
for
like
the
Arthur Wilson, he's gone, but his 10 plays continue on. We produce them, and his words are still there.
Okay, incredible. Well, listen, I appreciate all you guys being here with us. This has been amazing, meeting each and every one of you. And before we close out, I'd like to get a little encouraging word to our audience. Terrence, if you can tell everybody a little something.
You know, I would love to hear. I mean, I don't want to. I would love to hear one of the cast members from Mobile.
Okay, give us an encouraging word. Who's going to give us an encouraging, uplifting, closing out word?
Love life, love, and love the life you live.
Love life and love the life you live. Love it. Okay, I got that. Anybody else want to say something?
I would say, don't never let your history be lost. Always tell the story.
Wow. Yes. Thank you. I felt that.
Now, some just hit me just now, because let me go ahead and say.
Okay.
Okay. I just started my outreach program. I work with the kids, Milkovich Middle School. The past 3 weeks, I work with them. But also just a couple of days ago, I just started working with a Life Exchange Center. We had the watch party. That started working with the people with mental health, alcoholism. We did that based on the play I directed for Peter Lawson Jones, Film Society. So we want you back to work with us for 7-8 weeks. So the theme is called Express Yourself, from the great Charles Wright. Express yourself, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember that
whatever
song.
you do, dun, dun, dun,
Mm-hmm.
dun, 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 do
Wow.
it good, dun, dun, dun. It's
Okay.
that. Hey,
Yes.
I can't sing, but I felt I had to say that. I had to say
Yes.
But I played, that's their theme, and when we walk in before we start the workshop, and we end it that way. We played it today, and we had them express themselves, explain what it meant. We had the on the screen, they were all up and just enjoying themselves, you know? They said, Mr. Spivey, we can't wait to get back. A peer counselor said, we ain't never seen them act like this before. But it was so beautiful. And just express yourself.
Yes.
And whatever you do, do it good.
Well, I appreciate you guys expressing yourselves, all of you, tonight with us.
Yes.
With Tea Time with Laura. Raise your cup up if you got a cup, and salute yourself.
All
Let me
right.
see your cup, Terrence. I know you got a cup. Come on now.
I ain't got no cup. I got a bottle.
All right.
We salute you.
That's Zora.
We salute you, all of you tonight. And thank you so much for even coming on to the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, just remember that Tea Time with Laura airs every Friday at 7 p.m. So please tune in, share, like, and subscribe, and we will see you again next week. Thank you, Terrence. Thank you, Cass.
Thank you.
See you, Ocean family. See you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.